Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Riya Bhatt. I have done 3 years of junior residency in surgery followed by 2 years of senior residency. I have made this video because I know a lot of girls are on the fence whether to take general surgery as an option or not. I was there. So I sincerely hope that by the end of this video you can have an idea with the which might help you in taking general surgery. When I opted for general surgery after my NEET PG, I was advised against it by my well-wishers that maybe this is not the right fit for you. Surgery is a male world. I accept traditionally surgery has always been a male-dominated field. You have petite hands, be able to be successful in this field. Now I am a surgical resident, so I think I can let you know what it's actually like. So why I took general surgery? There were a few points in my mind. First being that it gives instant gratification because of fixing problems. Second is it's not just a desk job. There is a lot of hands-on. Third being that there are various options after you complete your general surgery. I know that many people consider super specialization to be a pitfall, that you have to do super specialization after general surgery, but barring few specialties, it is the need of the hour. You are entering an era of super specialization where you just can't escape it. And I think this is a strength of this branch, that it gives you a lot of options and you can tailor your future according to the branch you choose. For example, if you don't want to do emergency cases, you want a certain kind of work-life balance, you can go for plastic surgery. I've seen a lot of girls taking up surgical oncology, breast and endocrine surgery. Even some of my friends have taken urology. They happen to be women, and that's amazing. And the most important reasons which I feel is relevant in today's world is that general surgery is the most resistant branch to AI. I don't have to worry about AI taking up my job. AI will assist a surgeon, but it is not going to replace a surgeon. Next, I would like to address some of the fears which we women have, which girls have before taking up general surgery. First being the elephant of the room, that is biological clock, aka family planning. I know many girls think that you'll have to choose between being a surgeon and being a mother, but this could not be far from the truth, because I know a lot of female surgical residents who opted to conceive during their residency, and they ended up raising a kid during their residency. They say it's tough, it's incredibly tough, but with the right bent of mind, you have to be mentally strong, and with the right support system, it can be done. It's tough, it's not impossible. Second is a fear I would like to address is I hear many girls saying, I'm not aggressive, I'm not strong enough. Let me tell you a secret. When I joined my residency, I was probably the most awkward, underconfident, shy girl you would ever meet. But such is the beauty of this branch that towards the end of my residency, I became the complete opposite. I sincerely feel that surgery changes in the best possible way and makes you more resilient and full of perseverance. And I would also like to take this opportunity to reiterate that some of the best surgeons I know, both male and both females, are not the one who are the loudest or aggressive. They are quiet, they are empathetic, and they are collaborative. One of the commonest fears I also hear is that there is sexism, and I won't lie, there is. And it can be a pretty intimidating factor, and it exists on many levels, from the level of patients to probably your co-workers and some old school surgeons too. But I believe that you have to not let it affect yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and like I said earlier, you need to have the right support system, and this won't affect you that much. If you are talented, if you are hardworking, you are confident, and you believe in yourself, you will get rid of it, and you will learn to take it in stride, that you will not be affected by this. And there is the concern of manual labor. I completely understand this concern. Surgical residency is probably the toughest residency in terms of manual labor. First year is the hardest. I am certain that you will hear your seniors tell you this, but it is absolutely true. First year residency involves a lot of running around. You have to build your stamina, you have to take care of yourself. But I would like to assure you, as you climb up the ladder, the manual labor decreases. Of course, there is the stress of surgery, but it will get better. You will get used to it and you will learn to handle it gracefully and efficiently. Then probably the last fear would be the fear of long hours. I understand. Many a times you will find yourself in hospital before the sunset, before the sun rises, and leave the hospital after the sun sets. It's true, but as you climb up the ladder, this too decreases, and once you complete your residency, you always have a choice which branch you want to take, what kind of life you want for yourself. There are many branches which offer you a healthy 9 to 5ish kind of schedule, and that too will get better. So to conclude this video, I would like to say, if you have felt even the slightest amount of spark during your internship in the operating theatre, then please don't ignore it. Surgery is a beautiful, lovely, rewarding branch. It rewards you both emotionally and financially. However, if you want an easy residency, and that's completely fine. If you are not there for a slow learning curve, if you want quick results, then maybe surgery is not the right option for you, and that's completely okay. All of us want different things from our life. But if you are willing to endure those tough times, if you believe in the reward of hard labor, then you can consider surgery as a career option. I am Dr. Riya Bhatt. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section. Please like this video, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.